What is up, guys? Coach Joe here with the man, the myth, the legend, Ethan Benard. Make sure you get it right, okay? That's our thing.
I can't believe you said it right, honestly.
Really?
It blows my mind.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I'm so used to hearing people say Bernard. It's just like when someone says it right, it almost feels foreign.
It's almost like we're saying it so much now that I'm probably going to say it wrong because we've said it wrong or heard it been said so wrong.
Yeah, you're going to get in your own head, dude.
Anyway, we're here. We're getting after it. I drove my booty down to Michigan to work with him in person. How long have we been training together for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And how long has this whole, I guess, recent journey been kicking off for you?
I started moving around 8 weeks ago, and I started making videos 7 weeks ago.
Crazy.
And I started coming to the gym 4 weeks ago.
Which is insane.
So this is still very new.
And right now, what's our body weight at?
So I started the year at 624, and I'm down to about 505 right now.
Amazing. Honestly, I'm just very grateful to be given the opportunity to be able to work with Ethan throughout this whole journey. Our goal is to get below 300 pounds. Like, that is what we're set out to do. We have to do that very methodically, just taking it day by day, not thinking too much in the future. But we've been kind of running through our program remotely, so I'm just pumped to be able to get here to show him some new stuff, be in his training environment, which is huge to see the equipment that he's using, give him some pointers, some critiques here and there. So that way, when I'm not here with him, he's doing things to the best of his ability, and then he can send me video footage and I can critique it. And then we're trying to sync up at least a couple times throughout each month. So how are you feeling overall with your workouts, your exercises? What's going through your head with things currently?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, man. Like, I think the thing is, like, I have really started enjoying the weight training, but from the hospital, I'm not going to go into that right now, but my body is so weak that I'm like a 500-pound dude at the gym hitting the weights, but I'm curling like a 15-pound dumbbell.
Right.
So I've really, really enjoyed getting into the weight training aspect, but the cardio stuff at my size with the humidity has been rough. I'll opt for battle ropes or slam balls over taking a walk in this heat any day.
Right. And I think right now the whole thing is scaling it appropriately. And my thing is compliance is the science, right? Like, if I can get him to do things he enjoys and that he likes, that's going to be far better than putting the perfect program together, scientifically based. Is more so just what is he going to get in here and want to do, be motivated to do. So even coming in today, I was like, Ethan, what is something that you haven't done that you want to work on? And my man was like, we want to do the bench press. So I was like, okay. So he's never done a free weight or a barbell bench press.
Yeah.
So the way that I've been programming for him has primarily been full body split 3 to 4 times per week. So he's getting a good amount of frequency. He's doing different movement patterns, right? So we just want to use that as our building block and foundation just to get him movement, get him familiar with these movements. And then over time, we'll add some exercises or we'll change the split up a little bit. But the main thing is him being in here and putting those reps in and slowly building a really solid base. And he already does have a great base because he's a big dude. He's 6'5", right? 500 pounds.
Built like a football player.
100%, but there's a lot of mass of muscle that is needed to just move every day. So I'm really pumped to see where we can go with this, especially as he loses weight. You're really going to start seeing what's underneath
that muscle
the
will
hood.
start popping through, dude.
Yeah,
Because that's the thing. Like, I had lost like over 100 pounds before we started working together, but that was just me sitting on my ass and playing games and eating less. But now that I'm starting to incorporate that movement and the strength training and building muscle as I lose the weight, I think that's going to help my body in a lot of different ways.
100%. So we're going to maybe go through like a very general basic warm-up, and then the bread and butter to start this is going to be this sexy looking bench press over here. Okay, we're going to try some different movements, put them through probably like a full body session. We got a bunch of sessions we're going to be doing this weekend, so we want to be mindful of our fatigue and how much we're doing so he's able to continue through. And we also have this big goal today of hitting what?
20,000 steps for the first time.
That's amazing.
So actually, if you think about it, the 2 sessions with the 20,000 steps, that's 7,000 steps and on a whole nother gym session more than I've ever done in a day. So this day is going to push me to my limits, but I've got Joey here to help me, man.
Slamming bars and crushing PRs. It's going to be a good one. Let's go.
Let's run it, baby.
All right. So one of my favorite things to use or just have in your gym bag is always a band or an assortment of bands.
Okay.
Where you can honestly get just a nice solid workout in with a band wherever you're at. And
even like sitting at a desk or something?
You could be at your desk, anywhere you can anchor it to, or you can even, like today, we're just going to work on some band pulls to warm up the shoulders a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe we'll try some pass-throughs. once again, doing this stuff with Ethan, I haven't been here, so it's gonna be trial and error, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him if he can do things, how does it feel, and then if it's good, we can keep it in. We can kind of see where the limits are with things, and make our calls based on that. So obviously we're doing the bench press. So it's going to be
the
shoulders.
Holy Grail.
Yeah. And what day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. Sorry. Monday's International Chest Day, so we missed it by a couple days.
Okay.
But we're making up for it. So primary movements or movers are going to be chest, right? Shoulders, triceps. So we're just going to kind of warm up a little bit by maybe doing some light band pulls, just like this. Okay, so maybe we'll shoot for 10 reps if it feels good. No issues. Maybe we'll go to 12.
Is it is there any methodology to the speed, or are you just trying to get that?
I like going just controlled. I want to keep that tension in the band throughout the process. You can have a little bend in your elbows, but we don't want to be doing
you don't want to yank it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just nice and controlled, just like this. We're trying to feel this in our shoulders and the back of the shoulders.
Okay.
So let's just
see
you
how grab each by 2 of these?
Yeah, and the nice thing is you can go closer or wider. And
does that like increase the
easier or harder? Yep.
Okay.
I don't want this to be challenging or taxing.
Yeah.
I just want to get a little bit of blood flow.
How wide should I be going? Like
I would probably just kind of, you bring your hands in the middle and then think about just kind of pulling it back until the band just touches your chest. So that's perfect. Good. So we'll cut it there. That's
love to have the microphone a little bit.
Yeah. Microphones need love too. We'll just do an easy pass through to the best of your ability. Like,
so you stretch above the head?
Yeah, and I can bring it all the way back. But for you, all we need is maybe just from here to here.
Okay.
Right? So we're just going to get a little bit of rotation.
So you kind of started out in like a stretch position, and then you get a little wider to go up. Okay.
And here.
Yeah, I don't know if arms can even do that, so we'll find out.
That's all right. So just kind of give me a couple, like
that kind of thing.
Look at this guy. He's almost touching his butt with it.
Yeah, dude. Do the whole 180.
Yeah. Somehow he goes behind, your feet are
half circle, right back to the ass.
Yeah. He's crushing it. How's that feel?
It's definitely, I can feel it for sure. Those muscles just must not get used much because you can feel that burn.
So one of Ethan's other things we talked about is posture, right? So Ethan's somebody who sits in a chair. He does a lot of gaming, so he's going to be in that rounded over posture. So I told him even throughout the day, like if he's sitting at his computer chair, or if you're watching this and you're somebody who wants to just improve the musculature that you associate with posture, you guys just do a couple sets of these, and that can really help over time.
Wow, yeah, that shoulders. Well, the shoulders were one of the areas most heavily affected by my nerve injury too.
Okay.
And my shoulders were probably kind of always in constant pain because of the posture thing, like you said. Even when I'm sitting, I haven't done a lot of gaming lately, but even when I'm sitting down, in the living room, my weight just kind of pushes that forward.
Yeah.
So these muscles are just constantly worn out, man.
Yeah. So adding something like this is going to be great. You can do a couple, 1 or 2 sets during the day. Over time,
and I can just do that at home in between.
Yeah, and this is a very minimal investment and thing you can do. A lot of trial and error with this stuff, but for me, it's a lot of fun because I am the mad scientist in my laboratory. So Ethan is my new Frankenstein. So
I get to be the monster,
I get to make
baby.
the monster. So
I think actually, not to be that guy, but I think Frankenstein was the scientist.
He's correct.
I hate being that guy, but I had to say it.
So all we're going to do, just similarly mimic a pressing position. Because
almost like a kind of a leaning push-up?
Yeah. So we're literally just going to go down, right?
Okay.
And then we're just going to push ourselves back up, okay? So see how that feels? And
then the further back you are, the harder it is, right? So where do you want me to start?
If this is too difficult, we can always increase the height of this.
Do you want me here? Or do you want me further back?
Well, put your arms on the bar.
Okay.
Right? And then maybe bring your feet back a little bit.
Okay.
And let's just try to do 5 reps of just getting nice and deep, good, and then pressing up.
Oh, you don't want me to go further than that? Seems easier. So should I put my feet further back or?
Let's just start here and just give me 5 of them. Good. Nice. So it's just a nice variation for trying to mimic either a push-up or priming yourself for a bench press. Some of my clients are either having injuries or I have clients that are in their 70s. So
it hurts the hands more than it does my shoulders.
We gotta callus the hands.
Yeah, dude. I got soft baby hands, man. We gotta change it.
Get away from the Jergens, all right? How did that feel?
Good.
Okay. So maybe let's just try like one more set of, let's just say like 5 good reps. We'll get a little breather, and then we'll go over to the bench press and kind of break that down. And we'll just see how that goes for today. We'll just have some fun.
So, well, I think it would be a disservice with my frame not to try to become not necessarily a strongman, but like a muscular kind of guy.
For sure. I mean, one of the things I said too on one of his Instagram posts was he is the perfect candidate for body recomposition, meaning all the training stimulus is going to be new. So he's going to get a ton of what we call the newbie gains. He's also a heavier individual. So what's happening is he's the best case scenario to lose body fat and build muscle at the same time, which when you're somebody like myself, that's really difficult to do. I have to make the conscious decision, do I want to lose weight or do I want to build muscle, right? Where you're the perfect, where we can blend the two, get a really good synergistic effect.
Is that because of how much I weigh right now, or is that because of my build, or is it both?
It's both. It's the fact that you haven't trained much, right? So you're going to be able to get a lot of gains very quickly. And then your body weight as well. So for me, I get excited because that means you're going to get really good and fast progress in the beginning. And my philosophy behind this too is we want to give him best bang for his buck exercises. I'm a big fan of the compound movements. So the compound movements that we can do, we want to build that foundation. And then outside of that, we can also use machines. Machines are a great tool to use. So we see what compound exercises we can do, just meaning multi-joint, muscle groups involved with a movement. And then for smaller stuff, we can use the machines for more isolation. And that's a great way that we can manage the fatigue. If I had him doing all compound lifts, the fatigue is going to be pretty high, and my goal for him is to be able to train more frequently throughout the week. So we have to manage things, right? So you're not always smoked every session you come in. But there are times where we do want to push, where we can. And then
especially because what I've been doing right now, we've been doing the 3 days a week plus pool stuff. So fitting in the pool where we can with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But on that Friday session, where there's going to be those 2 days in between, we can go a little further than we normally would.
And it's a day by day, week by week basis where I literally call him in the beginning of the week. We go over how last week went, and then from there we make our adjustments. Where can we push? How did this feel? Do you want to throw this in? Maybe we need to cut back here. And that's what it has to be right now. And over time, it's going to get better and better and more refined, and you're going to just see his progress develop and grow. So it's really cool to document this and see where we're at today. And a year from now, it's going to be just completely mind-blowing.
Absolutely.
For where you ended up going in 1 year. All right.
So we're doing one more set of these?
Yeah, let's just hit one more set of these. Give me 5 good reps. So I'm always a fan of getting the best range of motion that we can, especially as he's starting this whole journey. Full range of motion is just going to be overall better for strength, muscular development. So we just want to see what we can do. Obviously, if something hurts or you can't go deep for a certain reason, then we just figure out our wall for the day and where that range of motion is going to be. And then over time, we can progress or make adjustments.
So what about resting times, man? What are your thoughts? Because I know, I don't think we share different views on this because I'm open-minded. But I've heard so many people go, oh, well, if you take 2 minutes in between sets, it gives the muscles time to recover, and then the next set can be more. But then at the same time, I know our goal in some of the exercises is to reduce the rest time between them. So what are your thoughts on that, or at least in my case?
So where I'm reducing rest time for him is going to be more of his conditioning, because I want him to be able to push longer or harder and not rest as long, showing him that he's developing more of a cardiovascular base and improvement. When it comes to compound lifts, or the bench press, my biggest thing is making sure that your heart rate comes back down to where you can feel back to baseline and have maybe a normal conversation.
And that heart rate is something that'd be different for everyone, right? Because 100%. Of their weight and stuff.
It could be 2 minutes for me, it could be 3 or 4 minutes for you, or it could be vice versa. But we don't want us being out of breath to affect our working sets.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're if I knew muscularly he could do a set of 5 with whatever weight, but he is just so out of breath that he can't do it, we need to rest longer. So that way he can just focus on doing the movement and not being oh man, I know I can do this. But
after some of those slam balls and battle ropes, my chest is pounding and I'm just
right.
And
for that, that's okay because we're looking to get
that's
our
the
cardio.
goal. Yeah.
And for you, it's we have say we do 3 minutes of rest for the first 2 weeks. Well, then the next week, maybe we drop it to 2 minutes and 45 seconds of rest.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make him hit it again, showing that he is building his work capacity, his aerobic conditioning. But for this, like, we're going to focus on technique, really good technique with the bench press, making sure that he's feeling the muscles that he wants to be working, and then resting appropriately between those sets. And it's nice too, because if we have Danny hopping in, or you have a group, right, then you can have somebody working while the other person's resting.
Yeah.
Right, we can kind of figure out what we're doing. And yep, you're good.
Oh,
and we can answer any questions. And then once you're recovered, we can focus on task at hand. So we're going to focus on the barbell bench press, mainly because Ethan wants to do it. It is a decent movement, especially for building the upper body. Yeah. Depending on your goals, whether it's strength or hypertrophy, some will say the bench is better for strength if you're competing in that event. Others will say if you're trying to just put on muscle to your chest, the bench press may not be the best exercise. But I think in general, having the foundation of understanding and doing these movements is huge, and that's why we're going to do it today with Ethan. So typically what you'll find is the barbell is going to be 45 pounds. Grip width is going to depend on what muscles you're trying to bias, whether you want to bias more triceps with a closer grip, or if you want to be a little bit wider for more chest and shoulders. But we're just going to hit some primary points of performance. So at first, we can just throw these on the ground real quick. Okay. So it's always smart to have a spotter, especially when you're bench pressing. And if you don't have a spotter, get spotting arms or something like that. I'm a big stickler with being safe, obviously. That's not something we want to take lightly here.
Yeah, because the gains are good, but it's not worth like risking your life over. You know?
Well, the gains are great, and if you're not around, you can't get those gains.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Typically, what I'm thinking, right? I'm just gonna sit my butt on the bench. From here, I'm gonna lay down. My thing.
Do you use the bar to kind of like scoop back?
You can.
Or do you stay?
So I'm not going to get too complex with it, because there's different tactics on having a slight arch underneath your back or getting up onto your shoulders. For today, we're just going to work on the basics, and then based on what I see, I'll give you a couple pointers, things to think about.
Okay, I'm thinking wrong too, because I was thinking that where you're sitting on the bench determines where the bar is going to be, but you're going to lift it up off.
So what I like to do
right?
is when I lay down, I basically want this bar to be in line with my eyes. And the reason I do that is because if I'm back and it's now beneath my eyes, or if I'm too far down and it's pushed back, then I really have to stretch to get it off. Okay. And if I'm too far back and I unrack it, typically what's going to happen is when I come down, I'm going to hit these. Okay. Right? And that's never fun. You'll probably do it at some point, because I know I've done it. Okay. It's kind of the rite of passage. But a nice, easy way to think about it is kind of right as I look up, eyes are in line with the barbell. From here, easy rule of thumb would be just take your thumbs, and then you can see this, what we call the knurling, right? This sharp part. Thumb's going to go right on that knurling line, and then we're going to wrap it around. The biggest reason for that is making sure that our grip is even, right? If we just grab it and one hand's off, then it's going to be off-centered. It's going to feel a little bit awkward. Yeah. The other thing I'm thinking is having points of contact on the ground. So my feet are on the ground. I'm not kicking my feet up. Whether you want to be on your toes is personal preference, but I'll say for today, Ethan, let's just get our whole foot on the ground. Okay. And then I have my butt on the bench, my shoulders are on the bench, and my head is on the bench. Now, all these things I'm saying can be changed a little bit depending on the lifter, their style of lifting, but I'm just trying to go over like very basic fundamentals of this for him to understand. And then, like I said, we can critique it as time goes on. So from here, right, I just have my thumbs on the knurling. I'm going to wrap it around. I'm going to make sure that all my points of contact are here, and then all I'm going to do is just control and slowly press it off and away from the rack. That way when I go down for my descent, it's not going to hit either side of this. Okay. And I just want to stay nice and tight, meaning I don't want to be loose and like wiggling around. Yeah. I'm actually going to press my feet into the ground a little bit. I can kind of feel like my glutes are a little bit flexed, my legs are a little bit flexed, and I'm just trying to stay tight, right? From here, what I like to do is just a nice control down. I'm going to get down there, touch my chest, and then from there, just drive it straight up. Okay. So to start, Ethan, what I want you to do is just get into this position, and then we're just going to control it down on the eccentric portion of the movement, and then we're just going to try to press it up nice and smooth, just like that. So it's funny because the bench press sounds very basic, and conceptually it is, right? You're just bringing a bar down, touching your chest, and pushing it up. But there are a lot of nuances, and the technique matters, where if one little thing is off, it can make a bare barbell feel a lot heavier than it needs to be. So we just want to make sure that we're ingraining good movement and muscle patterns, so that way when he's continuing to do it, he can go back and watch this video, or he knows the corrections that he needs to make so that his technique is proficient. The other thing that we're going to do today is I do want to do a little bit higher reps.
Okay.
Reason being is we want to get more technique in and practice that.
For sure.
And we're not just going to jump the weight up really quick. Over time, he will be able to jump the weight up, but especially with what he's doing, we probably want to be in, let's just say, anywhere from 5 to 10 reps, because we're getting still a good amount of strength work and hypertrophy, which hypertrophy is just building muscle. The strength is obviously absolute strength, but if you can get really strong in that 5 to 10 rep range, chances are you're just going to be really strong in general, if you can get strong within that rep range, right?
Okay.
So over time, maybe down the road, we'll do some strength blocks, but for today, I just want to build that foundation, put some muscle on his frame, and from there, we'll see where it goes, okay?
Here's the point of the video where I plug myself and my program. So if you guys are looking for somebody who does all of the work for you, it's a no-brainer. You just have to do what is said. Check out the link below for our programming apps or templates, a la carte programs, or one-on-one coaching with me, where I literally do it all for you based on your goals, equipment, time constraint, schedule, etc., and you become a freaking beast. Let's get back to the regular video.
No, I'm excited, man.
You excited? I'm excited. This is a monumental moment right now.
Yeah.
All right, so you can lay down.
All right.
Just watch your head.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Don't clock yourself.
With my height, that is my biggest concern. Missed it barely.
You almost cut your hair off.
All right.
All right. So when you're laying down, so right now the bar is beneath you, right?
Yes.
So let's try to slide down a little bit.
Oh my God, my leg is cramping.
Leg's cramping?
Yeah.
So that's typical. If you're in a position that you're not used to being, your muscle is going to cramp.
Some
that
people
might
think
be
that's
a hydration thing, but it's not.
No, I've been drinking a ton of water.
Yeah. So it's just we haven't been in this position.
I think my feet are pretty firmly planted.
Okay. Perfect. The other thing we could do, if the feet were an issue, is we could get plates and put them underneath your feet, so it kind of raises your feet a little bit. So if you feel like you keep cramping, or it's becoming a problem, you let me know, and we can work around that. So,
sounds good.
Put your arms straight up in the air without touching it. Okay, so I'm going to actually drive this up one. Ethan's a monster. He's 6 foot 5.
I got a big frame, dude.
I actually have a question. So Frankenstein was the doctor?
I think so.
So what's the monster's name?
Frankenstein's monster. I know. It's like super niche piece of trivia, but
I just had to come back to that. It was kind of I'm here trying to talk about bench press. I'm tripped up on the Frankenstein thing. All right. So feet are on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Heads on the bench.
Yes, sir.
Shoulders are on the bench.
Yeah, cool. I think my eyes are pretty
awesome. So
level
then let's
with it.
go.
So you said thumbs at the edge of the knurling?
Yeah, and this is just the starting point. Like he may have to so there's also this line here. So if that looks or feels maybe too close.
How does this look?
We're gonna try.
We're just gonna run it?
From there, what I'll do, I'll give you a 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
We'll lift it off together to get to the point where you're just over top of your body.
Okay.
And then we're going to work on the smooth, slow descent and then pressing it back up. Does
Sounds
sound good?
Yeah.
All right, history's about to be made. Okay,
all right,
ready?
go
3,
for it.
2, 1, press it up and off. So bring it a little bit more down. Like
right down here?
Yep, now press it straight up. Good.
I think that's as straight up as it's getting.
Perfect. Now let's see if we can control it down.
I feel so wobbly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now press it up. Good. So the wobbling is okay, right?
It's so weird. Yeah. It's like floating like a boat on the ocean,
free
dude.
Weight, right? So the free weights are going to require more stability.
It's literally it reminds me of like a boat on the ocean waters, dude.
This is the Titanic.
All right, so you just want me to?
Yep. So touch, and then drive up.
Should I be touching that low? I feel like that's way lower on my chest than you did. I'm doing my stomach.
I want you to basically touch where like your sternum would be.
Where is that?
I don't know. You should know. Good. Press it up. Do you know your sternum bone? So it's basically
like in between your pecs.
Yeah, right in like that pointy part of the bone.
Like right there.
Good. So I maybe go down just a smidge lower. So ready to go down?
Like right here?
So go down. Yep, right there. And then press up. Good. Can you give me one more? Good. Press up. Good. And then we'll rack it.
Okay.
So drive it straight back.
And then
down. Good.
Sweet.
All right. Nice.
Want me to get up?
Yeah. Danny, you want to do it?
Oh, shit.
Here. Danny, give me a hand. Ready?
Let's go, brother. Oh. That's harder than the bench press.
Well, then you just got a core exercise in too, right?
Oh, yeah.
You just rolled yourself up. So how'd you feel?
Good.
How did the weight feel?
Wobbly.
Yeah.
The weight felt fine.
Oh, but the weight felt okay?
Yeah.
So that's a good part about using the free weights is we're going to build stability in the shoulders, right? We're having to prime the movement with our central nervous system, right? That's how we build technique, where when you do isolated movements, it's on a track. It's a fixed movement pattern, so it's a little bit easier, which I do like. But like I said, I think we've been training for a few weeks now. We've been doing primarily machine work. I'm here. It's a safe environment for him to try this. And moving forward, right, he can now continue to get better and better at this and build that joint stability and build those smaller muscles that maybe haven't been worked, which will also help your posture.
Yeah.
It's also going to help build the muscle and the foundation. So yeah, we'll have Danny can give it a whirl. And then we'll just do maybe like 3 sets today of the bench press, see how it looks and feels. And, maybe we'll shoot for anywhere from that 5 to 10 reps.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to another exercise. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And then
Danny,
you can give it a whirl. I'll give you a count. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and then up and off. Good. And then we'll control it down. And then you can press up. Good. Real good. Wrap those thumbs around the bar for me, buddy. Good. And press up.
Don't want me to have a suicide grip?
So I am a big grip advocate, and I think when we don't have our thumb wrapped around, we're losing, force that we can be putting into the bar.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, there could be times where maybe you want to do a suicide grip variation, which is okay. But I think for just learning the basics and stuff, we're going to use that thumb. Cool. How'd that feel, Danny?
Pretty light.
Pretty light. Do you do bench press? Have you done bench press?
No. Other than
he is stronger than me, though.
Okay.
Like, he's, what did David say? Deceivingly strong.
So why don't we have you come back
again?
down? Let's try to do...
Let's go for 10 this time.
10 reps?
Yeah.
Awesome. So for you,
it's honestly harder for me to figure out, like, where my arms are supposed to be than it is to, like, lift this right now.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, like you said, building that foundation is super important.
100%.
Like, knowing exactly where I should be feeling that and where to come down.
And over time, like, that's where you'll be able to adjust on what feels the best, and then also technically what would be the best, because there's many ways to skin the cat here. So if you're watching this video, people will be like, well, he doesn't have an arch, or he's bringing the bar too low or too high. Listen, we get it. I said the biggest thing is that it's safe. He's comfortable and confident with what he's doing. And over time, once he gets that stability, we add a little bit of weight. And then if he can do the same exact thing with a little bit of weight, great. Then from there we go up.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for us to jump, and ego lift per se by throwing a ton of weight onto this movement. Because listen, God forbid he were to get hurt. If we're hurt, we can't train.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a way bigger setback than doing less weights.
Right. All right. So let's get you back down. Let's
right.
focus on those points of performance.
Yeah. Focus on getting on the bench without hitting my head.
Yeah. Don't scalp yourself or take away that gorgeous.
I think I'm actually kind of at the right spot.
There you go.
Eyes up.
Yep. And then get the hands where you want them. Good. And then we'll give you a lift. Ready, up and off. Good.
And then you said right about here?
Yep. And then just control it down.
Because that hits like kind of at my stomach.
Then if you want to go
but I don't want to hit it like...
I don't want you to
I don't want to hit the bars, and I also don't want to be hitting like above the
Think
chest.
about this. The further back you go, the worse leverage you have to be strong in that position.
Okay.
So like
how about the different muscles that get worked based off like how far forward or how far back it is, you know what I mean?
So usually the biggest thing is going to be your grip width affecting the bias of the muscle. I would not recommend pushing the bar that way. That's just very
bad.
Inefficient. Yes. And then also towards this way.
Have you been counting, by the way?
You're going to do 100, Ethan.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'll go till my arms are jelly, bro. Good. I don't care.
You think you can give me 2 more?
Oh, easy. I don't think I've done 8 yet, so I'm going to give you like 3 or 4 more.
Okay, let's go. Good.
Oh, yeah, I'm starting to feel the burn now with these repetitions. He said to leave a couple in the tank, and I'm gonna stop right there.
Awesome. All right, 1. Nice. Good. 2. This looks really good. Awesome. Up. 3. 4. Sit. Drive it up. 5.
Danny, how does that feel compared to just the bar itself?
6.
Like there's 20 extra pounds on it.
That makes sense.
The math adds up.
9. Give me 1 more, Danny. Oh, good. And then we'll rack it back. Good job. All right, so hypothetically, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like how many more reps could you have done, you think, with that weight?
8.
Okay, sweet. So then we'll definitely go up a little bit. You feeling the burn with the barbell?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm down to try this, like with you spotting. Even if we do like 5.
Yeah, let's throw 5s on, and our goal would be 8 good technical reps.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, Danny just broke the cardinal rule. We gotta have the plate facing in. There you go.
Wait, what did you just say? I missed that. Does the way the plates are
OCD
facing?
Yeah, it's like almost like bad juju if you have 1 plate in and 1 plate out.
Okay.
You know, so either they have to both be out or both be in. For me, I'm an in kind of guy. Are you an innie or an outie? You know what I'm saying? People think it's a belly button, but this is really what I'm talking about the whole time.
I put a lot of my life on social media, but I'm not answering that question.
Are you an innie or an outie?
Get a little too personal.
Yeah.
Instagram sees more than they should anyway.
Put out the explicit content. All right, ready? Good.
Yeah.
Off. All right, now remember, control it down.
Yep.
Now press up. Good. 1. Drive up. Good. 2. Up. 3. Good. Press a little bit up.
Yep.
Yep. Good. Control.
Sorry, I'm getting kind of wobbly.
You're okay. That's all right. That's all right. Good. Control. Got 2 more?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Up. Good. Good. Nice. Awesome, dude.
Sweet. Oh, shit. I almost thought I had it. Let's run it.
Which hand do you want?
Yeah.
That was your thumb again.
Hey.
How did that feel?
Good.
We feel a little bit more of a burn?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
So-
I'm happy as long as getting up off the bench is harder
Dude,
than the
that was
bench
awesome.
itself.
That was awesome. Yeah, no, I love it, man. How much you bench, bro? So, I hate that question. Because I don't even really bench that much. Like, literally and figuratively. Like, I want them to ask me, like, how much you overhead press. Nobody's coming up and asking me how much you overhead press or, you know, how much you deadlift or what's the heaviest stone you picked up. It's like, come on, guys. Ask me the right questions.
Yeah.
You know? All right. So let's see what we got here, okay? So this is 95 pounds. So I'll give you a lift. 3, 2, 1. Good. Off. Go a little
Yeah.
bit further down. Right there. Good. Let's control it down. And then press up. 1. Butter.
Yeah.
Up. 2. Good.
Get it.
Come on. 3. Try to get 8. Okay. 4.
What about 10?
Oh.
Want to go 10? Listen, this could escalate real quickly, Danny, if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah. His warrior face is starting to come out, man.
The color of his face is changing. The saturation is being
Starting to get a little more of
increased.
that Santa Claus complexion like I've got going.
Good. We'll get 10, and then we can rack it.
I wasn't counting.
That's 10. Good. The rule of being a coach or a trainer is when nobody's counting, you just say you have 3 more. That's the unwritten rule. So what I think for you is next set we'll maybe add a 10, and that should be like a good working weight for you. And maybe we'll do like 2 sets there for that movement for today, and then we'll move on to something else. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 1 more set, and I want you to give me it to where you have it basically about maybe hypothetically 2 more reps left in a tank.
Okay.
And I
For
know it's not
this
going to be
set, we
perfect.
just go until
Yeah.
I feel like I'm okay.
And then the last one will go up for a 10. But
Shorter
once again,
reps, more weight. Last one,
yeah, I would still like us to be
like 5 or
around-
10,
Yeah.
comfortably. Okay.
Yeah, comfortably, and just for today, it's just honing in technique.
Oh, for
and
sure.
And it's kind of for you, just giving you some numbers.
The wobbliness is the worst part for me right now. Like I have a hard time while I'm on my back like that, visualizing where my arm's supposed to be.
And that's just reps. Over time, it's going to get better and better.
Yeah.
But you're crushing it.
Okay, 5s are on there?
5s are on.
All right.
Ready?
I feel like I'm... Okay. Does that look even to you?
Yeah, do your thumbs? Are your thumbs good?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, 3, 2, 1. Good, up and off. Control. And press up. 1.
Yeah, dude.
Drive up. 2. Good.
So what is this, 55 pounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. 6.
Just feels like my arms should be higher, like towards the top of my body. I don't know why.
So as you press up, and then I want you to press a little bit back to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so then go down to here. Now press
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that feels more like what I would think a bench press should be. Are you helping me at all right now?
I'm just making sure you're tracking right. So you're doing the same, I want you to go in the same spot every time.
Okay, I think that's
Nice. Good.
yes, sir.
Good job.
Let's go, brother.
Hell.
We got Danny as my pull up.
Yeah. That's awesome. So
once I moved it back, it felt right, but then it started to hurt more.
Okay. So
Probably just my shoulder muscles or something.
Yeah, it's new, it's different, we're getting used to it.
Yeah.
And what we've been doing throughout the program, like using the machines, like those will help strengthen the muscles for the bench press. So we already have a couple weeks of foundational pressing movement patterns to help assist with this. But for you moving forward with the weight, like I want it to be a weight that you can control even if there is a little bit of wobbling, where you're not so worried about the weight per se, but a comfortable weight that you can still feel what you need to feel while not worrying about like the bar getting too out of control. So we'll put Danny back on. We'll do 25 and a 10. Good one. Good 2. So that was a little too low, so don't go as low. Good. That's great. Good. Nice. Come on. Good. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right up, Danny. Come on. Yeah. Good job, dude. Nice work. So you're at 115 for your sets. Okay. So just good that we covered that, right? We learned how to bench press today, which is awesome. Now everybody can ask you how much you bench, and you just say, "Shut up, fool." Don't ask me those questions. No, I'm kidding. But we'll continue to work, you know,
That's for me and my therapist to know, and you for never to find out.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, not that it's on YouTube or going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nobody, the whole world can watch it
Don't
now.
worry. Most people don't even know what these mean.
This is actually fake weight.
Yeah, we're those influencers that use the rubber. We're just trying to show off.
Yeah. This is really 1 pound. But we just added a 0.
Mm-hmm.
So, movie magic, guys.
It's all a facade.